Today we are going to learn topic significance of map study and colors in a legend. Okay, in our previous video we have learned about scale and its type. Okay, and then today we are learning this topic. Now students, map have become invaluable in today's practical world as they serve as storehouses of information. Now students, these days or nowadays our it means map become very important. Okay, it become very important because map give us a lot of information about that area, okay, of which it belongs. Okay, and then we can find out our destination. We can find out our destination by using global positioning system, that is also called GPS and GIS, that is also related to map only. Now if we talk about our topographical maps, then topographical maps portray the natural features, man-made features and cultural features using appropriate color and symbols. Now students, as you know that topographical maps are those maps in which man-made and natural features are shown. Beside this, some cultural features also shown. So on the topographical maps, okay, to show these features they use or we use certain colors, okay, certain colors and some symbols. So students, on topographical maps, to show all these features, physical features, man-made features, cultural features, we use different colors and different symbols. Okay, so for map study and map pointing, colors are important in conventional science and the symbol. Now students, if you have to make map or if you have to study the map, then these colors become very important, and these are known as conventional signs and symbols. Conventional signs and symbols, and these colors are universally accepted. Universally accepted means accepted by the all the country of the world. Okay, so that's why these signs and symbols are known as conventional signs and symbols. All these symbols, whatever symbols we are using on the topographical map, whatever colors we are using on the topographical map, these colors, these symbols are, these colors and these symbols are accepted by all the countries of the world. So here you can see some important colors that are being used on the topographical map. First, here you can see yellow color. Okay, students, yellow color on the topographical map is used to show cultivable land, plateau, desert and plains. It means yellow color shows the area which is fit for cultivation, fit for growing crops. Okay, so that is the meaning of yellow color, and this yellow color is used in all the countries or all the topographical map of the world where this indicates or this shows that this land is cultivable land or plateau, desert or whatever may be. Okay, so cultivable land. Now if you come to the next color, if you see green color on the topographical map, then you have to recognize it as forest area or lowland area. Or okay, if you see green color on the topographical map, then that is forest area, forest area. Next we have here white color. Okay, white color. So students, if you see white color on the topographical map, then this white color represent or tells us or indicate rocky area or badland. It means uncultivable land. Okay, so students, if you see white color, then that area is rocky area and that land is bad, where we cannot do agriculture, we cannot grow plants or crops. Okay, so that's why this area is uncultivable land. Okay, so white color. Then next you can see here, if you see blue color on the topographical map, if you see blue color, so blue color indicates perennial line wells. Okay, perennial line wells. Perennial line wells means, perennial means the well, the water bodies which have water throughout the year, and line means with wall. Okay, so there is a well which has wall and it has water throughout the year. Then perennial streams, lakes, ponds and other water bodies are shown by the help of blue color. Now next color we have here, that is brown color. Which color? Brown color. On the topographical map tells us or represents contour lines, their height, and relief features, means height and slope of the mountains. And if you come to the black color, next color we have black color. So if you see black color on the topographical map, it means it is dry stream and surveyed tree. Okay, dry stream and surveyed tree. Then next color we have, that is red color. So students, if you see red colors on the topographical map, or red color on the topographical maps represent permanent huts, settlements and cities. Okay, it means all the settlements are shown by red color. Now students, our next topic is symbols. So on every map, certain signs and symbols and letters are used to represent the features on the earth surface, right? These are called conventional signs and symbols. Now students, when we make map, or when anyone make map, then we cannot draw everything there. We cannot draw tree, we cannot draw mountain, plains, rivers, all the things we cannot draw. So for that, on the map we use certain signs, symbols. Okay, so these signs and symbols are known as conventional signs and symbols, and all these signs and symbols indicate or represent some features that are on the earth surface of that region of which we are making, or map of which that map is. Okay, now a variety of features, both natural and man-made, are depicted with the help of symbols on the map. Example: rivers, ponds, settlements, road, and many other features. So students, different features, it may be natural or man-made, are shown with the help of symbols. These symbols that I told you, that is conventional signs and symbols. By that signs and symbols, they can be shown on the map. Okay, for example, features like natural features like river, ponds, and man-made features like settlements, roads, it means building, roads and all, are shown with the help of these symbols. Okay, and students, these symbols are accepted by universally and are used all over the world. Okay, so as I told you that all these conventional signs and symbols and conventional colors are used by all over the world, by all the countries of the world, and they will use same sign and same symbol to represent same physical features. Okay, so suppose if we have to what call represent cultivable land, then we will use which color? Yellow color. So same color will be used in other countries also to show cultivable land. Okay, so similarly, if we have to show dry stream, then we use black colors. Then in other country also, other people also, it means people on other country also, they will also use black color to show the dry streams and all. Okay, so that's why these signs, these symbols and these colors are known as conventional signs, symbols and colors. Okay, a list of conventional signs and the symbols is called legend. So students, you might have seen just below the map there are some list of signs and symbols, and that list is known as legend. Okay, legend. So students, here some important conventional signs and symbols are given. Okay, so here you can see this symbol is of international boundary. Okay, this symbol is used on the map to show the international boundary. Okay, so represented by dashed and dot indicate the borders of between two countries. Okay, so here you can see this is in this way, there is one dash. Okay, then again one dot, then dash, then one dot. So in this way, this sign or symbol is symbol of international boundary, and this symbol will be the boundary of the two countries. Okay, friends, here now next we have this symbol is used to show state boundaries. Okay, so state boundaries, the states within the countries are demarcated by the single dash and dot line. Okay, so this symbol was of international, it means this will be the boundary of two countries, and this is within country only, but it will separate two states of a country. Okay, so that will be the symbol of boundaries. Now if you come here, this one is also state boundaries. Okay, this one is also state boundaries, but here this one is demarcated boundary. What? Demarcated, and this one is undemarcated. So this symbol, if you see this symbol, then this is state boundary, but it is undemarcated. If you see this kind of symbol, then that is state boundary, but it is demarcated. State boundary, that is undemarcated, dash, then cross, dash, then cross, dash, then cross. This is state boundary but undemarcated. Okay, and similarly you have seen here, right? That is dash, then dot, again dash, dot in black color. Okay, so these things you have to keep in your mind. So here we can see, students, this is district boundary. Okay, so district boundary, that is subdivision. These line represent by a series of dashes from the border between the district within the state. So this is district boundary. Now next, here we have, students, when you see this symbol or this sign, not symbol, this sign on the topographical map, then that is metal road. Metal road means pakka road. Okay, pakka road. Okay, and when you see this kind of symbol there, then that is unmetal road. It means kacha road. What? Kacha road. Metal road. Okay, metal road, this one metal road, 2 lines in this way. Unmetal road also 2 lines, but they are broken line in this way. Okay, so this is pakka road and this one is kacha road. Pakka road, kacha road. So now next, here we have cart track. What? Cart track. Cart track, it means path of the cart. Cart, you know, bullock cart. Understood na? Goru gadi. What we say? Goru gadi, something like that only. So cart track. Okay, and this symbol is for pack track. Pack track. What is the meaning of pack track? Pack track, when people move from a particular place, when they constantly move from one place, then they will have one small kind of, what we say, way. That way is known as pack track. Okay, next, here we have, this is river with dry water canal. Okay, this sign, and here this sign is river with island and rocks, and this is tank, but it is dry. Okay, this symbol is, this region will have tank, but it will be dry tank. Okay, you can see on the map. Okay, and here this symbol, as I told you, if you see this kind of symbol, it means red box, then that is your permanent huts. And students, when you see this symbol, that is symbol of capital city. Capital city. Okay, so it is like here, one red circle. Okay, then black dot. Okay, dark black dot. So this symbol is the symbol of capital city. Okay,